welcome back. Today, we are stepping back to take a look at everything together and answer the question, how much are you worth? Now, I don't mean your value as a person, that's immeasurable. I mean the fair market value of your estate. And here's something important to remember. Life changes, markets change, asset values change. That's why it's a great idea to revisit your list of assets and their values, at least once a year, or even twice a year if possible. When you update numbers regularly, you'll notice changes early, and you can adjust your planning instead of being surprised later. Think of your estate like a suitcase you are packing for your family. Before you can decide who gets what, you need to know exactly what's inside and how much room you have. Many people think they have a good idea of their worth, but they are often surprised when they actually sit down to take a full inventory. In the world of estate planning, we use specific lingo to describe your stuff. First, there is real property. This is usually the most valuable part of your estate. It includes your primary home, but also any second homes, vacation properties, or even sometimes a timeshare you might have. If you bought your home recently, you probably know its value. But if you've lived there for decades, you might have no clue. You can find out in two ways. You can hire a professional appraiser, which is the most accurate method, or you can do what the pros call checking comparables. This just means looking at what similar houses in your neighborhood have sold for recently on sites like Zillow, Trulia, or other reputable sites. If your property is unusual or significantly different from nearby homes, hiring an appraiser is usually best, so you don't end up way off in your estimate. Some people also own real estate indirectly through a business entity like an LLC or partnership. These values can fluctuate more than typical real estate, and sometimes ownership restrictions reduce the value of your share. That's why it's important to review any ownership statements you receive, not just for estate planning, but for smart investing too. Next, we look at your personal property, which falls into two buckets: tangible and intangible. Tangible personal property is everything you can physically touch. We're talking about the family silver, your jewelry, those custom suits, electronics, and even the furniture in your living room. Cataloging everything may feel overwhelming, but here are ways to make it easier. First, many homeowner insurance policies already require you to list valuable items separately, like jewelry or collectibles. You can use that effort for estate planning too. Second, you can simply record a video walking through your home, narrating what items are and where they came from. This helps you remember, and it helps your loved ones later. Sometimes the emotional value is greater than the financial value. When deciding how to distribute your estate, don't forget to take the emotional value into consideration. But for valuing how much your estate is worth, we will stick with the financial value for now. In valuing an item's fair market value, you can check for resale value by searching for similar items in online marketplaces to get a sense of what they sell for today. Or, if you have receipts, you can use that value. You don't need perfection, you just want reasonable estimates. Then there is intangible personal property. These are things you own that represent value, but don't have a physical form you can hold, like your bank accounts, stocks, bonds, and even crypto assets like NFTs. These are usually easier to value because you can log in, pull statements, or check account balances. If you have more complex assets, like startup stock options or private investments, a financial professional can help you determine realistic value ranges. And finally, remember this: your estate isn't just what you own. It also includes what you owe. Mortgages, loans, credit card balances, student debt, vehicle loans, all of these reduce the net value of your estate. So once you total your assets, subtract your debts, that gives you your approximate net worth. Remember, you just need a solid ballpark estimate to start. If you have a unique asset, like a family business or a 200-year-old farmhouse, it's worth getting a professional opinion. But for most of your stuff, you can start the inventory yourself right now. Here's why staying updated matters. Life happens, homes appreciate, markets rise and fall. Some investments grow, others don't. If your estate changes significantly and you don't update your plan, beneficiaries might end up receiving much more or much less than you intended. So, what is your move right now? If all you do today is watch this video and realize that your estate is broader than your bank balance, you have gained massive clarity. You are now speaking the language of the pros. If you're ready for a small immediate step, consider using your phone to record a video tour of your home. Narrate it as you go. Point at the painting on the wall and say, "This is an original, it's worth about this much." It's much faster than writing 100 lists, and it gives your personal representative a visual guide to follow later. Then, record in your MyEstateKit app, where this video is stored. For those who want to dive deeper, we have a net worth worksheet in the resource section to help you walk through the process step by step and see your legacy in black and white. Remember, you don't need to be precise to the penny. You just need to be proactive. Every bit of data you gather today is a gift of clarity for your loved ones tomorrow. You're doing the work to make their path smooth, and you should feel incredibly proud of that. Keep going. You're doing great.